The Bushiroad Championship Series 24-25 season held its World Finals on Friday, May 2nd, 2025 in Tokyo, Japan. And amidst all the action, we were able to get interviews with some of the players participating in the Weiss Schwarz World Finals. And by we, I mean Mike and Simu, of course. I was a bit occupied with other stuff. Anyways, in this video, we're going to be taking a look at some of these top players' outlooks on the current Weiss Schwarz metagame, what decks they brought, and what their approach is to taking down the most prestigious tournament of the year. Let's go!
Okay, so I'm here with 212 Dead. What did you qualify with to get here to Worlds, and where did you qualify from?
I played Nino Premium Booster at Vancouver, Canada.
Okay, and what do you plan on using for Worlds this trip?
Nino Post Premium Booster.
How do you feel about the deck?
I think it's very good. I'm super comfortable with the deck. I played it a lot. I played it in JP first, but I'm very comfortable with it.
What matchups are you looking forward to facing, and what do you think is the matchup that you want to avoid the most?
Usually, most matchups are fine. The ones I would probably want to try avoiding would maybe be SDS. It's very polarizing. Potentially also Bunny Girl, since my weakness is Ice.
How do you feel about the meta overall, this current World's meta, post-Nikkei?
I'm not too sure. I believe there's going to be a lot of people playing different decks with Nikkei coming out, and we haven't really been testing in the English meta, but I think there's going to be a lot of variants, a lot of there could be like games where people just get blown up because they're playing Nikkei or Bunny Girl, or there's going to be Bunny Girl where it just completely whiffs and their finisher does nothing.
For sure. All right. Well, we're here in Japan, so outside of this Worlds, what are you looking forward to for your Japan trip the most?
Since I was here last year, I didn't really get a good chance to really travel or go to like a little bit farther away places. I have a few shrines that I want to go to specifically, just traveling around the area.
All right, cool. Well, good luck tomorrow, and hopefully you'll get some good results. All right, appreciate you. Okay, so I'm here with Carmen. Carmen, welcome to Worlds. What did you use to qualify with, and where did you qualify from?
So I qualified in Houston with 8-Pants Slime, the post-ban variant. Yeah.
And that's with the 1-0 post restriction, right?
No, that's pre-restriction.
Oh, pre-restriction. So it was the first ban list.
And level 0 combo.
Okay.
Into that. Yeah.
All right. So what are you planning to play for Worlds?
I was gonna play Nino, and then I came here like 2 weeks ago, and I sat across from people playing Bunny Girl, watching people playing Bunny Girl, and I was like, I just can't. And I just borrowed Bunny Girl off my man Nico, so I'm playing Bunny Girl tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. Sounds like definitely one of the stronger decks in the meta.
Yeah.
So what are the matchups that you're looking forward to the most, and what is a matchup that you think you would be unfavored, you don't want to face?
Mirrors are really, really annoying. They're just a death dance for like who hits 3 first. So I'm not really looking forward to the Albuta mirror, and I know there's going to be a bunch of them. In terms of matchups that I'm favored against, I think Bunny Girl, especially if you play the like heavy compression variant, is pretty favored into most of the field. So I'm not too worried about other things. Mostly just I'm dreading mirrors, and we're gonna all have to play them. So.
So what do you think about what would you expect would be the overall meta? Do you think it's going to be very heavily Bunny Girl or elsewise?
I do think it's going to be very heavily Albuta. I think it's going to be a lot of Bunny Girl, because I think a lot of people are coming to kind of that similar conclusion. They're either ride or dying something they already qualified with, something they really believe in, or they're like, Bunny Girl's just really good. I got to play Bunny Girl. So
yeah, for sure. All right. So since we're here in Japan, what is one thing that you're looking forward to do while you're in your trip outside of Worlds?
Okay, so I've actually been here like for 2 weeks already. This is like coming up on the end. I came with 10 other people who've never come to Japan before, so I was playing tour guide. That was really awesome. And one of the best things we did, we went to a Tokyo Yakult Swallows game the other night, and that was awesome. Baseball in Japan, heavily recommend. Even if you're not a baseball fan, go to a game. It's a lot lot of fun.
Yeah, I think outside of the U.S., like Japan is the place for baseball, right?
It's the fourth biggest sports league after all of the American national sports leagues. Japanese baseball. It's the fourth biggest one. It's awesome. So much
All right, for sure. Thank you for the interview, Carmen. Best of luck tomorrow. Yeah, we are here with the last Worlds winner, Real Shun. How are we doing today?
Doing great, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So, what did you qualify? Or wait, this question doesn't apply to you because you just got an automatic invite from winning last Worlds, right?
That's right. I'm the returning Weiss champion.
Excellent, excellent. What are we using this time around?
So I tried a whole bunch of different decks, but I think that I'm going to be using Bunny Girl Senpai.
Don't they? It's just the solid, high floor, high consistency. I'm gonna kill you from nowhere deck, right? So I know you were considering running it back with Hololive. What made you change your mind in the end?
The biggest difference was there would just be times where it felt like I didn't have the right tools to keep the game close, and I was relying really heavily on landing damage. So, honestly, with the Gura restriction, it makes things really awkward. Right. So.
If I'm correct, last year, did you qualify? It was post-Gura restriction, right, that you qualified with, or was it pre-restriction?
Pre-Gura.
Okay, so you were able to run 4 copies back then. Okay, okay. All right. So what do you feel using Bunny Girl would be your best and worst matchups?
I think the best matchups are the matchups where the opponent can't stock swap, so quintessential quintuplets or something like this. Those matchups feel pretty favored because you can compress and they can't punish. I think Nikkei is a problematic matchup, particularly if they have the standby version of it, because they can top deck your characters and remove your field conditions, and then they have like the tap counter. So,
and we're talking about standby Modernia and Biscuit, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. How do you think that particular matchup is? Because I'm pretty interested in that, because I don't think in Japan we ever got that particular matchup in terms of just fully unrestricted Bunny Girl versus current Nikkei, right?
Right, that matchup didn't exist. It's okay. A lot of it depends on how much damage each player takes.
Yeah.
If the standby player takes too much damage, it doesn't matter because their finishing is weak, so they kind of need the game to stay balanced,
Right.
and so they can kind of like slowly like work you down over time. They can't reach very far, so they have more pressure, I think, to make the game flat.
Putting it back overall to the general meta of Worlds, what do you think is going to be the most represented and how the meta is going to look overall?
I think that most people, if your deck wasn't changed after you qualified, I think a lot of people will play their qualifying decks because they feel confident that those are the right decks. They already won with them.
It's like a comfort pick too.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think Worlds is a lot about comfort. Like you need to feel like you can be successful. So I expect to see a small amount of almost everything. But I think that a lot of quintuplets, a lot of Bunny Girl, a lot of Hololive. Like we'll never be able to escape Hololive in the meta.
There's so many different builds that can work for sure. All right. Well, since we're here in Japan, what is one thing that you've done or are looking forward to doing here in this trip outside of Worlds?
So I haven't been to Kyoto in 12 years, and so I'm looking forward to going back to Kyoto. We're going to do the whole cultural sites and things like that. I'm looking forward to that.
Excellent. Well, thank you for the interview, and good luck tomorrow, and hopefully you can run it back for another 2-time world champ, okay?
That'd be great. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, and we're here with Rias. We previously interviewed Roshu, who won last Worlds and is looking to repeat. And here we have someone that has actually repeated, winning 2 times. What years did you win, and what did you win with?
The first year I won was 2016 Worlds with Attack on Titan. And the second one I won was 2019 Worlds with Attack on Titan as well.
You are truly the master of Attack on Titan. But what did you qualify with this year to get to Worlds, and where did you qualify from?
I qualified with Shotgun Oshana at Duluth.
And what are you playing for this event for Worlds?
I'm playing Ari Freda.
Ooh, very spicy, man. Here, what build, or is that going to be a little bit of a secret?
I mean, there's no harm. It's 2-soul treasure.
Okay. So the standard fare, I would say then, right?
Yeah.
What would be matchups or deck archetypes that you would like to face, and what would you say would be an unfavored matchup that you would want to avoid?
The unfavored matchup I would want to avoid is probably anyone playing Overlord.
Fair enough.
Outside of that, nothing really. I mean, defensive counters would hurt most decks that don't have hexproof, so I don't really care about anything else. It's mainly just Overlord, just because they blow your field up.
May I ask why you chose specifically Ari Fureta to bring to this event? Because I would say that most people will probably not consider Ari Fureta to be like a true contender, but you obviously are very well-seasoned veterans, so I would like to pick your brain on that a bit.
Yeah, I think a lot of things are overlooked in the set. It's a set. The reason why I'm bringing it is it's a set that can actually, no matter how good the player it is, the opponent is, the player piloting that deck will can always have a chance of winning because the cards are just solid. It has strong 0, 1, and 2 game. Its 3 game's arguably the weakest. It can burn multiple times pre-level 3. It can heal starting from level 0. It has absurd stock generation, absurd damage output. So a lot of these decks, especially like the mentioned Bunny Senpai, need some time. Nikkei needs some time. A Disc deck does not give players time. They're going to have 2 to 3 less turns than they would against other decks. So it puts the player in a very awkward predicament.
Right, your game plan is just to make them very uncomfortable and put them off of the path that they're used to, like the normal game pace, I would say, right? Yeah. How would you say this current meta is overall? If you had to kind of just consider what sets are illegal with this Worlds format, specifically post Nikkei release.
I think it's okay. I personally just dislike the whole just killing people from level 2 randomly. I don't like these finishers that are just RNG. No one knows what they're gonna do. But I guess that's just the world we live in. I think they're kind of balanced okay-ish for now, but because Nikkei's case, the rest of the deck is generally the problem. The setup's a problem. Bunny Senpai needs some time, so it doesn't outright do things for free like Aki did. So I'm okay with it. I love this game a lot, so that's probably why. But it is coming to the point where it's a little bit of an annoyance.
Right.
Type of finisher.
Right. Not every meta is perfect, and we are in a very offensive finisher meta right now, I would say. But yeah, that would be about it. So we're here in Japan. What is one thing that you're looking forward to do or have done in your trip to Japan here, outside of Worlds?
Well, seeing that I flew in a couple hours ago,
okay.
I want to devour as much sushi as possible.
Very excellent. The sushi here is incomparable to something that we can get in the States. All right. Thank you for the interview, Rias, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. You guys take care.
Okay, guys, I'm here with Manny. Manny, what did you use to qualify with, and where did you qualify from?
So I played 8 Pants, Slime, the Rimuru level 0 into the Miron, and I for the Sacramento BCS champion.
Was that pre-restriction or post-restriction Slime?
Pre-restriction. It was the first BCS of the season.
Okay, excellent. What are you planning to play for this event?
For this event, I'm planning to still play Miran, but I'm switching over to the Rimuru Door red level 1 combo.
So that's the Cornet on reverse search. You can stack them, right? Using this deck, what are the matchups that you're looking forward to facing, and what are the matchups that you want to avoid?
Any 1K1 deck, I'm pretty comfortable playing against since I can get those reverses easily. Standby might be a little difficult depending on their board setup. So yeah, maybe standby or some board-based.
Definitely. What do you feel about the overall meta going into Worlds? Just like some general thoughts.
I think overall meta is pretty open. There's a lot of good decks running around right now. So as long as you play something you're comfortable with, I think you have a good shot.
Yeah, I definitely agree that comfort pick is definitely very important. Just being something that you're used to piloting may sometimes be better than just going for a deck that you're not used to that you think is top tier, right? Yeah. So, since we're here in Japan, what is one thing that you're looking forward to doing or something that you've done already outside of this Worlds event?
Definitely looking forward to going around checking out different card shops. I also play the Hololive TCG, so I've been picking up foils and all that sort of stuff.
Are you gonna switch over to the English version when that comes out?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play English version. Probably play both, just like Weiss.
Sounds good. All right, thank you for the interview, Manny, and good luck tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys, I'm here with Christian. Christian, how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing good. Thanks.
Okay. So what did you qualify with to get to Worlds, and where did you qualify from?
So I qualified in... Actually, I have to think about this. No, in Germany with SDS, with Hendrickson. Yeah, it was a deck I've been playing for a while, and it was still pre-banned, so it was still quite powerful. I don't think the deck is actually very good right now. Right now, if you want to play SDS, just play Escanor. Yeah, but it worked for that event. So.
And that was like with the trees tech, right?
Yeah. No, actually, I didn't play trees.
Oh, okay.
I think trees make your level 0 game a bit too weak, and the levels
zeros, right?
Yeah, and the level 0 game is part of the reason why I think the deck is so strong. And I think even without the trees, you basically always have your end game anyways. So yeah.
So what did you bring to this event for Worlds? Yeah.
I'm playing Bunny Girls, but I'm actually playing the Nike Bunny Girls. So Noir and Blank, the bar finisher. Yeah. I think the deck is like very underrated and undercooked. I think it's like absurdly good, but Japan doesn't play it, so nobody has like a good listlet.
Right.
You will see it tomorrow. I think the deck is very good against everything, but Bunny Girl is like very coin flippy. But the issue is, no matter what you play, if you play a deck that's that's very good against Bunny Girl, you have a lot of other bad matchups. So you just have to like decide to play either Bunny Girl or something that's like even-ish against Bunny Girl and good against the rest.
Right. So for the deck that you're playing, what do you think are the matchups that you want to face, and what are the bad matchups, if any?
I want to play against everything except Bunny Girl. So
that's fair enough.
I think something that can be awkward is, I know there's one JoJo player here, and that card deletes names, which is pretty so I hope I don't pair into him. But yeah,
if you face 8 choice JoJo, pray they don't get the 2-1 before your final turn, right?
Yeah, you just have to like, when they do it, you either have to try to kill the 2-1 and then like sandbag another turn and hope they don't like recur it, or you just like, when you see the opportunity, the kill range of the deck is so high, so if the opponent is 2-2 and didn't do the disc combo yet, you just like kill him, like clock up and kill him.
Right. And Nikkei does have a good amount of ways to just like clock up with things like the 1-0 clock encore. You have Costless way to clock encore, so you can definitely get there, right?
Yeah, just like 2 clock encores is like infinite clock up, and you can also like clock encore overplay with the CX swap. The CX swap then encore. The CX swap goes to clock, and it gives you a card back that you can play over the clock encore again. So it's like quite easy.
Yeah, definitely can just get you out of nowhere. Even if you're just like low 2, you're like, okay, well I'm 3 now, and just try to kill them.
Yeah, like if the opponent is like 2-1, 2-2, and they trigger 1 or 2 climaxes, they're basically dead every time. So, yeah.
Can you let us know a bit about your general thoughts about this meta in particular, overall for Worlds? Like, what do you think like most people are going to bring, and what do you think are the best decks and stuff?
I think most people are going to play Bunny Girl. I think Bunny Girl is also the best deck, but I don't want to play Bunny Girl mirrors all day long because I don't think there's like a lot of skill in that.
Right.
Because even if you play much better than your opponent, even if you compress much better, like time your effects a lot better, the problem is Mai is like a stupid card that is a complete RNG fest. So I didn't want to play that, but I expect most people that are serious bringing Bunny Girl, then I expect a lot of people to stick with what they qualified with. So there will be a bit of Nino, a bit of Slime. I'm not sure if people will still play SDS. A bit of Overlord, and some new believers in Nikkei. But I'm interested to see if anybody brings like a list that Japan doesn't play. Like Japan only plays door standby basically. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see if other people have figured something out with Nikkei, because I think the deck has like set has a lot of interesting cards and effects.
Yeah, for sure. Like me personally, I've been only looking at Nikkei for our content. So like I've only been studying for like the past couple of weeks, but it definitely gets my deck building juices very excited. So I'm really excited to see what you're going to bring and show to us tomorrow. So yeah, so talking a bit more about just your Japan trip, what is one thing that you're looking forward to the most, or something that you've already done for this trip outside of Worlds?
The thing I'm actually most looking forward to is the Legacy tournament on Sunday of Card Game Matsuri, because I get to play like a lot of my old decks I've been playing for 10 years. So.
What is the Legacy? Is that going to be just like from X year to X year?
It's basically 2012, 2013, 14, 15. So there's a tournament for each year.
Which ones are you planning to participate in?
So I will probably play 2012 and then drop after 2 or 3 rounds and play 2017 because I really want to play ReZero.
So 2017 would be set 1 ReZero with like Emilia Felt, right?
Yeah, set 1 ReZero Emilia Felt, which is basically like a deck I've qualified to Worlds with multiple times. I've topped Worlds with it multiple times. It's just like a pet deck of mine. And I also want to play like my old school Madoka deck, like set 1. So that's what I'm going to play with.
So 2012 meta with Madoka, that would just be set 1 Madoka. Like
Ride, Railgun.
Sounds good. All right, I appreciate it for your time, Christian. Good luck tomorrow, and hopefully you can show us some good results.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we're here on the day of the tournament, and okay, would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself? How should the fans call you?
Well, I'm Brderick. I've been playing the game for well over a decade. I started with Bake Monogatari. I know the set is terrible choice, but way back when, all the decks were butt cheeks besides SAO. It was SAO the card game for the longest.
And what deck did you qualify for Worlds with this year?
I qualified with 7 Deadly Sins. It was the Hendrickson build in Philadelphia.
All right, and then, so today, what deck did you decide to ultimately play for the tournament?
I decided to play Nikkei Bag Standby. Yeah, the spice. The bag, yeah.
Bag?
Yeah, the new Climax. The new Climax.
The 2-1 bag?
Yeah, the 2-1, where it's Fever, Heal 1 at Encore.
Oh, wow, okay.
Are you ready to begin round 3?
And we'll wait for the announcement to go.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, begin.
All right, and then how did you do with Bag Standby?
Oh, I was living the dream. O2, get out of here, explore Japan.
All right, sounds good. Sounds like you had a great time. So what are you looking forward to doing for the rest of the day?
Just hang out with buddies, explore, sightsee out of the country, see what they got out here.
Awesome. All right. Well, awesome for you to rep a really exciting and unique deck. We're gonna have like the pie chart, and there's gonna be one sliver that's just like Bag Standby. So, yeah. Having fun. That's what it's all about, dude. Repping the dream. All right. Thank you so much for joining us for this interview, and hope you have a good rest of the day.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Hello. We're here with another interview at the World Championships. What do you go by? What do you call yourself, or what do you go by online?
Probably Fresh Cabbage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what did you qualify for the World Championships with?
I qualified with Slime.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what did you decide to play today?
Pixar.
Okay, that is... Okay, just to clarify, so we are playing at the English World Championships. You are playing Pixar, which is traditionally not allowed in North America. How were you able to acquire the Pixar deck for yourself?
Yeah, so I found sellers on Facebook selling it. The Facebook Global Weiss Group.
And what made you want to play Pixar for Worlds?
Well, first of all, it's kind of funny. And second of all, I think it's unironically pretty good, and I feel like most people don't know what my cards do, and a couple of good cards can really throw some like matchups off.
Okay. So this is at the end of Swiss. We have finished 6 rounds. What's your record at the end of Swiss?
My records were 4-2.
Okay, wow, that's pretty good. So you have a chance. So we're still waiting for the results to see if you actually make it. But I guess with that's a pretty good record, really, very strong. What do you feel like has really contributed to your success today?
I really think this level 1 combo is like really good. One of the best level 1 combos like out there. It compresses me, it gets me into more cancels, and it like searches too, and it like makes my hand like always like really good, basically.
So like currently the English format is predominantly Bunny Girl, and we have also Seven Deadly Sins, Slime, Nikkei. Are there any specific matchups that you're like particularly, you feel like this deck is particularly good or has trouble with? Like what's your thought on this deck in the current metagame, basically?
So like I think this deck is like pretty good into the current metagame. Like obviously against like Bunny Girl, it's kind of a coin flip, I feel like. But I think against Nikkei or like other decks, this card is like 6/5, and then it's like, and a lot of decks just have some problems like getting over it. Like for example, like I think one game today I was playing against SDS. Their like Meliodases can like only crash, and if I had the assist out, they like can't even beat over it at all. And then I think this deck is like generally just really good into like standby as well, because you have a level 1 anti-change, and you have a card that like stuns people's back row. And I think, yeah, basically that also like covers like Nino, it covers like standby Nikkei. Yeah, so I think overall this deck's like matchups first like pretty good.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, hopefully, you know, or I guess it'll be kind of hard for a lot of viewers to be recreating your deck in English. Definitely a little difficult, or at least for our North American viewers, to be making your deck. But I guess, is there anything that, given how difficult it is to acquire your deck, do you feel like it was really worth it for you to pick this up and dedicate the time that you spent on the deck?
I mean, yeah, I feel like I had a lot of fun like practicing with this deck, like for like Worlds, and like I think it's pretty nice to be like the only Pixar here today.
Yeah, so all right, you hear it here first. It's worth it. So whatever it takes to get Pixar in English, it's worth it. All right, thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you.
And that's going to do it for our Worlds interviews. If you guys want to see more Worlds content, be sure to check out our interview and deck profile that we did with both the champion Jose and the runner-up Tom, which will be linked in the description box down below. And also stay tuned for our upcoming Japan vlog, which will be encompassing all the stuff we did outside of our Worlds adventure. Thanks for watching, everyone, and until next time, this has been Randall aka Shizakats, along with, of course, Mike and Simu on the Tressa's Collectibles channel. Bye!